19th Sunday of the Ordinary Time 2024 is centered around spiritual nourishment, divine sustenance, and the call to imitate Christ. In the first reading from the book of the Kings, First Kings, in this passage the prophet Elijah is fleeing from Queen Jezebel, who has threatened his life. Exhausted and hopeless, he asks God to take his life. Instead of dramatic intervention, God provides Elijah with sustenance in the form of food and water, enabling him to continue his journey. This divine provision allows Elijah to travel 40 days and nights to Mount Horeb, where he will encounter God in a more deep way. God's provision and care deeply personal and practical, giving Elijah the strength to continue his mission. The journey through the wilderness is both physical and spiritual, and God meets Elijah's needs in both dimensions. Second reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Ephesians. Paul urges the Ephesians to live in a manner worthy of their calling. He emphasizes the importance of avoiding sinful behaviors and adopting virtues such as kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. The passage highlights the need to live out the love and grace of God, imitating Christ's example of sacrificial love. Brothers and sisters, the call to live out one's faith involves transformation and imitation of Christ's love. Paul encourages believers to embody divine qualities in their relationships and actions, fostering a community marked by grace and compassion. And finally, the Gospel of St. John. In this section of the Gospel of John, Jesus declares himself to be the bread of life. He explains that unlike the manna given to the Israelites in the desert, he is the true bread from heaven. Jesus asserts that those who eat this bread will never die, but will have eternal life. His statement provokes murmuring among the Jews, who struggle with the idea of Jesus being the bread from heaven. Dear brothers and sisters, Jesus offers himself as the essential sustenance for spiritual life. The imagery of the bread signifies that he provides what is necessary for eternal life, contrasting with the temporary satisfaction of physical body. Jesus invites people to embrace him as the source of true and lasting nourishment. Therefore, brothers and sisters, this bread is not just the ordinary food, but Christ himself giving his very self to us so that we will be nourished and journey in this pilgrimage until he comes again, and we shall one day partake with him in the heavenly banquet. May God bless us all.